right, Top Row Racing Media here again in Anderson, Indiana. We're at the 500 Sprint Car Tour Media Day, and we get to talk about the Kenyon Midget Series again. So our next driver here is Ryan. So Ryan, tell us a little bit about yourself, what got you into the midget racing with the Kenyon group, and kind of go from there.
I'm Ryan Shilkuski. Race midgets. I've been racing midgets since 2017, and so I've been doing it kind of off and on, like a couple races a year. And then this year I had the opportunity to get a Kenyon car and actually race like a full season and actually race a competitive car with competitive people.
Okay. Right, and so when you look at the schedule then, and you're racing full-time, so not just race here, race there, but you're going full-time, what tracks, when you look at that schedule, I know for 7 of them, you'll be with the 500 Tour in a partnership. Some are, you guys are going to venture off on your own. So what tracks stand out to you that you're really looking forward to?
Probably my #1 track I want to go to is Berlin. That's one on my list because I used to work in the ARCA series as a mechanic, and then so that was one of my first races that I ever got to work. And then I always thought it'd be cool to race a midget there, and then years later it's like an opportunity now actually presented itself. So look forward to being able to actually go and race there. Looks like a fun, fast track. I look forward to that one the most. Also, St. Louis Speedway is another track I've been to a lot for ARCA, and so look forward to being able to race there also now, so that way I can actually kind of check off tracks I've worked at, and actually get to experience a little bit.
So then when you're working with the ARCA group, what kind of stuff in ARCA that you did has translated over to the midget area, or maybe none of it's translated over, or maybe lessons you've learned as you work on the car, now you're driving the car?
For the most part is mostly how to work on the car more than really driving it. Basically we I used to do the pit stops and then work on everything and make sure everything would actually last a race, and then for the most part I worked on a lot of cars that would fall apart, so learned how to put things back together a lot. So with that, I pretty much been able to figure out how to make sure to keep my car alive and figure out how to make it more reliable from the start, so that way I can actually have a car that can go the distance. So kind of just being able to work hard on getting everything ready, and then making sure that when the car gets on the track, it's ready.
Yeah.
That's basically the biggest thing I've learned from working on the cars.
Right. And then what do you like about the open wheel racing?
My favorite thing really is just the history and the speed. Open wheel cars always are faster cars and more nimble. And then just the history of the cars. My family's been in midget racing for years, and so basically just kind of grew up watching it, and then that's what kind of got me interested in the first place, and then just learning more and more over the years just kind of got me more hooked on it.
Okay.
So.
And then who helps get you to the track? What are your sponsors? And then at the same time, where can people go to follow along and support you?
So I don't really have any sponsors. The people that support me is my whole family, especially my dad, because he's the one who used to race, and he's taught me everything for how to drive them, how to work on them. And so basically, without my family, pretty much I wouldn't really be able to get up and down the road, pretty much. And then my social media following is on Instagram, Facebook, Ryan Shilkuski Racing.
All right. And then what are your big goals for 2024? What's something that if you put it on the whiteboard today and you look into the season, that by the end of the season you're like, did we meet that goal?
I really want to go and compete for wins. I want to be running up front as much as I can and try to get a couple wins this year. That's my ultimate goal, because I don't really have a lot of wins in my resume, so I want to build that up and actually start building a resume.
All right. Well, again, Ryan, I know it's been a busy day and lots of people to talk with, and so I definitely appreciate you taking the time to talk with us and give fans for Kalamazoo Speedway. That's our home track on Friday nights is Kalamazoo, so I know August 23rd is one that we've circled for the Kenyon group. So definitely thank you for taking the time out to talk about your plans and what you're looking forward to.
Yeah, great. greatness. Yeah, it feels like greatness. Woo! Greatness.